Hello, welcome to my channel. So today, I'm finally back in the car. I normally do food reviews in the car, and I just went to Taco Bell, and I got I got the Fiesta burrito, but I ordered it vegan, so there's no dairy, and I told them fresco style, so they put like more tomatoes and stuff on it, and lettuce, and maybe that's a new thing. Oh, you heard right when you see the description. Let me tell you what I'm going through now. I know it's always something, right? It's ridiculous. I look back on my life, and I have made sacrifices that other people wouldn't make. Sacrifices that I really didn't have to make. But I did them anyway, so I could have a brighter future. And like, I don't ever remember living like in my means. I've always lived below my means. And yet I've lost things that most people that even live above their means would not lose. That's what the burrito looks like. So, on my last story, not too long ago, I explained that I lost already 3 homes. Never been late or behind on a bill because of my medical problems. The last house that I lost was a Habitat for Humanity house that someone lived in, died, and Habitat for Humanity got back into their possession. And I was in the program. I did over 400 hours. Over 400 hours. And instead of building me a house for X amount of money and then having a mortgage that's interest free with a brand new air conditioning, okay? It's a small house. Where are you going to get a small house with brand new air conditioning? If you get a small house nowadays, it's probably going to be a granny house from the, back in the day, 1940s, 50s, 30s, whatever. And it's going to have asbestos and issues. It's going to cost a lot of money, and you're horrible insulation. Home builders don't even make small houses. And on my little disability check, that would have been like, okay, after losing 2 houses already, I dusted myself off. So there's many reasons why not only did I not get that house, but there's other reasons why that even if I did everything humanly possible, I wouldn't have gotten the house anyway. Between my health problems, the fact that they lied to me, and another problem that I had no control over, which I don't even know if I can share this because it's not good. So the house I live in is my father's house. And I get a thing in the mail on the taxes. He bought the house as a HUD repo, really, really cheap. Like cheap. Had no appliances or anything. I still want to share the whole story. I really want to share everything, but I'm just so, there's just certain things that, like I don't want to talk bad about my family. I need to write an autobiography. I really do. I think anybody would read my autobiography, like they wouldn't even, they'd be like, this couldn't have happened. I guess I have the worst luck in the world. Or I'm cursed. So I get a thing in the mail saying that we're going up on the taxes. My dad got that house as a HUD repo for like around 60 grand. Last year, they quoted the taxes at around $107,000. Of course, every year it goes up. They're saying this year it's worth $227,000. So later on, when my dad passes, if everything works out and if I get that house, I don't even know how much the taxes are going to be then. I can't afford taxes on a $227,000 house. So I go to the city and I ask the guy if he can lower it. And he lowers it down to like $219,000. I would ask my dad to do it, but he's elderly. See, I can't even. The people that have subscribed, y'all mean so much to me. I've shared so much. And there's so many holes in this story. Huge holes that I can't. I'm terrified. I'm literally terrified to tell you. Not that I've been lying. It's just, there's so much more to it. Like major, major stuff. Major stuff. That in and of itself, that was yesterday at 1 o'clock. I've had the worst anxiety. I mean, horrible. This is all I've eaten since 1 o'clock yesterday. I haven't eaten anything else. I still want to explain the whole story. And maybe I will, but all I know is I am the most responsible person when it comes to finances. There was a time in my life that I had enough of money to get myself a car, and instead I walked everywhere. Who does that? Some people do, but not a lot. I can't even eat anymore. And that Habitat house, like, I could afford the taxes on it. It was small. My electricity would have been cheap. Had a brand new AC in it. Well, not brand new, but it was brand new when that lady lived in it and died. I just look back on my life and it's like I've had so many losses, and for someone, I've never been behind on a bill ever in my entire life. Never. And I've always lived extremely under my means. I don't deserve any of this. And someone, I worked my butt off for Habitat for Humanity. I give them 400 hours to be in that program. But they lied to me. Not to mention my anxiety was bad knowing that someone died in that house. First, my anxiety was bad because someone died in the house. Second of all, they lied to me. Whoever's watching this, if you want to know the full story, like if you really insist, and be like, well, why'd you lose the house? Or what's really going on with that other thing? And where's the holes? Let me know. Or you know what? I need the money. So you know what? I'll tell you what. If you subscribe to my Patreon, and I was not going to say this, I really wasn't. If you subscribe to my Patreon, I'm going to do a private video. That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a private video. I'm going to stick it on my Patreon. And I don't want to lie to you and say it's give me a little bit. I'm going to do the video. Matter of fact, I'll probably come out with another video, or I'll put in the comments below. When that video's uploaded, and I'll make it private and I'll put it on Patreon. That way the whole world is not going to hear what I'm talking about and see what I'm talking about, just a select few, and then I'll have to worry that I won't feel so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that many people are going to subscribe to my Patreon. But the few that do, well, that's my gift to you. Because you're giving me money. But you're actually not giving me money you're supporting this channel. But as my gift to you, I'm going to pour out and tell you, like, what really just went down. yesterday. Because to say Saturday, and it was yesterday around 1 o'clock with the city. Because what I saw on that screen, and I showed it to that guy, it looked like seeing a ghost. He was like, yeah, and he's like, wait a minute. And I'm like, what? He goes, oh. And I'm like, what, oh? You just told me that the taxes are jumping on a $60-something-thousand house that's worth $100,000. Now it's worth $227,000, and I live on a disability check of $1,000. That's how much I get from the government. And yes, I worked. I'm not on SSI. I'm on SSD. I did work. I would say something else, but I can't even fucking eat. When is this gonna stop? Every time I turn around, life literally just slaps me across the face. And as soon as I try to get ahead just a little bit by being extra cheap, more than I already am, and I've been through therapy, and I've told my therapist all this shit. The last therapist I told her, she was just like, and I said, please don't say because, you're nice to me or whatever. You want to make me feel better. She was like, no. She was like, it's almost like, well, like I'm cursed. Or it's like, it's unbelievable. It's just literally unbelievable. And now I'm dealing with this. Let's just put it this way. My father may lose the house, and then I'll be kicked out on the street. Because of what the city did a long time ago. Do you like my red coloring? It's a big truck in front of me. And then the medicine that I'm on, I think it's making me worse. And I'm getting to run around with that. With getting alternative treatments, The insurance doesn't want to pay for the ketamine treatment. The magnetic thing, the doctor's like, we have it, we don't. It's just, it's so much shit. It's so much shit. And I'm wondering, is the world trying to, maybe the universe is telling me, you know what? Maybe you should stop being responsible. Stop being cheap. Stop putting your life on hold. Stop being responsible and just say, fuck it. But I can't do that. I can't do that. Am I pissed? Upset, pissed, hurt. I mean, the words that I could describe is like, it's nothing. There is no really words that can really explain the depth of explaining to you how bad, hurtful, sad. And it seems like, too, especially with my family, that the more responsible and cheap I am, and the more, in the end, I actually get penalized for it. Well, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I'm gonna do a video. It's gonna be a long video. I'm gonna let you know right now. If I do this video, it's gonna be really, really long. I already did a video explaining a little bit. That's still sitting on my Patreon, so you can check that out. But I didn't, because I don't know. This channel means a lot to me, and I want to be real. How do you review the burrito? I've never been a violent person. Never. But now I'm starting to have this anger management issue thing. Like, I want to just, part of me just wants to cry, just be held, and just cry and cry and cry and cry. And then fall asleep. And then never wake back up. Not that I'm suicidal. I'm not saying I'm taking pills. I'm not saying that. So please don't. No, I'm saying, just now of natural, yeah. Just have someone hold me and just cry my eyes out, fall asleep, and then be at rest and then not have to wake up. But no, I'm not suicidal, so please don't, I didn't say I'm going to do anything to myself. That natural call, okay? Yeah, they were not too friendly either when I... Who cares about that? I got more things to worry about. Anyway, I'm signing off. Let me know in the comments if you want to know the full story, if you're willing to, I guess, subscribe to my Patreon. What am I doing with my life? Sit here sweating like crazy now. I don't know. I don't know anymore because, like, when you do everything right and responsible and it doesn't work out, what do you do then? What is the universe trying to tell me? Like, what am I doing wrong? Is doing the responsible thing the wrong thing? Because that's what it really, it seems like doing the responsible thing could be the wrong thing. Does that make any? Please comment below and let me know if that makes any sense. Or just anything. Just anything. Because I read your comments. I just want to cry so bad. I just want to be held and just cry and cry and cry and cry and cry for hours and hours and then fall asleep at peace. And then that's it. I'm not getting the proper treatment in this little bitty hick town. I hate to stereotype, but even I've noticed that over the years, most of the psychiatrists, psychologists, etc., they're just not very educated in this town. And it's not me. It's not me. I've talked to other people. I have a friend that's a nurse, and she told me, she was like, it's not you. And they have a high turnover rate too. I mean, high. Extremely high. Because, like, what doctor, psychiatrist, psychologist would even stay in this town for long? Once they got that money and they get bigger, better things, and then they just go to another town, which I guess can't blame them on that. But another thing too is what happened with the city. It's just like they are so money hungry. I hope these antidepressants I'm on, I hope they start working out, because they need to start quick. I guess I'm just gonna go. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to know. On why I just may lose my house. That'll be the fourth house. The fourth fucking house that I lose. How about that? How about that? My worst fear has always been I'm gonna be fucking homeless. I didn't deserve any shit. Why did I learn? Why did I learn? Why did I lose so much? What did I do wrong? Someone please tell me. And why is it I feel that being responsible is my problem?